Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed by the hosts, South Shore Live, Tampa Bay Sports Entertainment, AJ Slick, and Howard the Unknown Drummer, and any guests featured on this vodcast are solely their own, and do not necessarily reflect any official stance or position. We are not responsible for the content of these opinions. Viewer discretion is advised, and you are free to discontinue watching at any time.
The Web Design Ninja is your one-stop shop for all things internet. Our dedicated team has been building internet solutions for businesses large and small since 1993. We specialize in creating eye-catching designs, search engine optimization, complex e-commerce, and custom app integration. Whether you need a simple website or a complex e-commerce or phone app, our team of experts is here for you. Give us a call today. We're here.
South Shore, where the sun shines, golf carts roam, and accidents happen. But your roof, that should be the least of your worries. Steadfast Roofing brings you the best roofing systems, providing you protection even against the toughest storms. For a roof that stands strong through anything, choose Steadfast. Get the protection you deserve. Call now for your free inspection.
You're tuned in to South Shore Live, produced by Tampa Bay Sports and Entertainment Magazine, featuring Captain T.O. Leonard, Howard the Unknown Drummer, Angie Frey Richardson, and Joanne Duran. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests are their own. This video podcast is for information and entertainment purposes only. This show spotlights local businesses, local organizations, and local news from our forever growing South Shore community. And yes, sometimes we get off track. We tell stories old and new, the kind you only hear from people who truly love this place. If you'd like your business or organization to be spotlighted on the show, reach out to our producer, Joanne Duran. She'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching South Shore Live, where community, stories, and good vibes come together.
True, you know.
And you're live.
I like that good vibes come together
Right?
thing.
It's on
man.
the back
It's
of my
like
shirt.
Going, man.
Look at this.
Don't be a shitty person and
That's
have
it.
good vibes.
Howard, you should turn around.
I should model the new Howard Durant. I'm like the new Jam Brady.
Yeah, come on.
If you knew me 7 years ago, I was such a fat bastard.
Dude, stand up. Hey, and I have pictures of it. Turn around.
Nothing but good
Nothing but
vibes.
good
I like it. I
Oh,
like
of course,
it.
he's got the Bucks pirate thing
Damn right.
going on.
Hey,
iPad.
good evening,
Yeah.
FIFA watchers. This is the alternate
What's
show
that?
from soccer.
FIFA.
Oh, that's soccer,
You
right?
can alternate
Yeah.
from
Big
that.
deal.
Listen, we're going to take away 8.3 billion watchers today because we've got Jessica with us tonight.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
If you don't know, we're going to
And
go into that in
Michelle
a
and
second.
Jason.
Our
Michelle-
credibility just went up tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, we jacked it right up. I am Howard the Unknown
And
Drummer.
the hotness.
This is right. Angie's with me, and you like that.
I was talking about Jessica, but yeah.
Well, I was talking about Teo and Captain Teo Leonard, and we are live here in beautiful South Shore Apollo Beach area, which consists of hit it, Teo.
Oh, we got to go Adamsville, Waimama, Balm. We got to add Balm. We
Going with Balm?
You know, we got Riverview, Meth Head. I mean, Gibsonton,
Stop it.
and
Crystal-
Ruskin, and Sun City Center, and Sun City.
Riverview Parish.
and
Oh,
parts
yeah,
of
we're gonna
Alabama.
add Parrish now. Well,
Yeah,
you know,
we're-
Parrish has like the train place down there, right?
They
and,
do, yeah.
Palmetto. We have Palmetto. We have
Yeah.
We do.
a couple listeners in
I was
Palmetto.
down that way today.
You know.
So
And then
I miss the old Gibsonton, man. Like when I moved here, you could drive through Gibsonton. You'd have like the two-headed goats in the
and a corn dog
somebody's
shop.
backyard.
Yeah, they're
and-
gone now. So you're welcome to come down and buy a house.
And don't
still.
forget the big
Yeah.
boots.
So we
Oh, and the boot.
Boots.
Oh, the boot. So Giants Camp. I gotta tell you, man. 5:00 in the morning, Giants Camp, with that biscuits and gravy with the guy behind the counter with his cigarette hanging out and a cigar.
Ash is
As
going
he's-
into your
oh,
food,
dude, man, he's like flipping your eggs, mixing your
Crunchy
biscuits and
eggs.
gravy with the ash falling in. Oh, it was perfect. And the wall was just like a. Okay,
Do
anyway.
they still have the counter at the post office for
they still have the midget window.
the midget window?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
because
sorry,
for
the
those-
little people.
The little
Little
people.
person.
So
So for
apparently
those
the
that
story.
don't know,
Apparently the story. Originally, I thought the midget window was for the little people. Back like when we used to do midget tossing at like the
And
Showtime
throw 'em
and
through the
stuff.
window.
Dude,
That'd
it
even
was
be like 50
great.
points.
Hey, you're laughing. That was like a real thing.
I
For
believe
the
it.
Showman's.
you're small. He might
the,
pick you
the-
up.
the Showman's Club and the museum, they'd set out this big trampoline for all the
Oh, yeah.
performers and stuff,
Take him.
and you could pay money to
Money,
throw a
money,
midget,
money.
and you got points for style and distance, and
Is this where the shot put and discus came in?
probably Probably.
We went from
And-
throwing
and-
midgets to
Dude, it was a blast. I dropped a lot of coin.
And a lot
on
of
that.
midgets.
I-
So,
I did.
we
Uh,
just
The
we
old days.
derailed from the
W- w-
geographical area of our
We're-
show.
Yeah,
We're
to
moving
the
on.
Gibsonton history.
Right? We're not
Okay.
making us sound very
We
great
could-
down here.
We could do a whole show just based on the
The
carnival.
history.
The allure.
Yeah, we
I
should.
used to sell a lot of tickets because of the people that lived in
And we
that
thank them
area.
for that. And
Yeah.
that's a little bit of our fantastic neighborhood here. And the show is to spotlight neighborhood businesses along with our neighborhood, and also just current events going on here. And these are my friends. I can actually say Jessica's a friend. I've known her for, she looks kind of young, but I've known her for a bunch of years.
Because you're like, what,
we-
18 or
She's like
19,
18. I
right?
met her when she was 12.
Yeah.
We will not say how long we've known her.
So Jessica,
been a few
do we
years.
actually use your last name? Because like
No, it's
Jessica
Snapshots.
Snapshots.
I know what it is, but it's always Snapshots.
Yeah,
So
yeah, there's
I met Jessica
I
about
think that is your official last
look,
name.
she's
isn't it?
turning red. She's turning red. So we hit a button, and she's like, "Oh, Teo, I'm gonna
Until
like
she gets
totally
it-
beat your ass,"
until
and
she
she
gets it-
can. She's like military, freaking strong arm, like ninja ranger seal person.
no, definitely not that. but-
She is. You are.
So let's talk about
military.
what do you
Yes,
do?
prior
You're
military,
hold on a
You
but
are
second.
prior
Hold on
military.
a
Yes.
second. She's the quintessential reason why we have this show. I
yeah.
met her about 7.5 years ago, and she said, I want to be a photographer again.
It's been that long.
And I said to
I've
her,
known him for a long time.
this is the perfect opportunity. Our neighborhood's growing here. There's no one really here doing it. And you know what?
Howard invited me to networking.
I
It was
invited
my
her
very first. Yeah.
to meet some people and to learn, how to start her business. And she got some advice from some great people. And now you are the premier residential real estate photographer in the area. And
Yeah.
it took a lot of time. And I
a lot
remember
of people though too.
a lot of
Not
people.
just time. A lot of people.
And I remember when your equipment was damaged and you got through it all.
oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
When it fell in the water.
And little by little now you're seasoned.
Yes.
And congratulations. And it's all in the South Shore area.
Thank
and you did it.
Yeah. No.
So now
Starting
you
with
talk.
Howard, who literally sowed the seed. You are probably number one on my mentor list for
Well,
sure.
thank
So,
you.
Yeah.
I more
I
than
feel
appreciate
stuck in the
that.
middle right
So
now.
let's go with
Well,
your
It's
background.
like a love fest
So
going
what's your
on here.
background?
But
Where,
I'm
where'd you
around
come
good people.
from?
Well, so I was born and raised in Sarasota, Florida.
Okay.
Flow grow.
She's
Yeah,
actually
Florida.
Flow Girl.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I lived with my dad in my junior year. I graduated from Manatee High School.
Go Manatees.
Yeah. I mean, I went to Cardinal Mooney 9th through 11th, but when I moved in with my
You're going to
dad-
public school.
Yeah, I went to public school. So
I
then,
pay for that.
yeah, and then from there, I did a year, outside of high school, and then I joined the military. So
Boom. Thank you.
yeah,
Which
Army.
Army, Navy?
I went Army. Yep, military police.
Oh,
so-
cool. A cop.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Taylor wants to get busted.
We were
So
talking about
predictable,
handcuffs
dude.
earlier.
So predictable.
I was going to say,
So
where's those
predictable.
handcuffs now?
In all fairness, we were talking about a mother.
So you're like the Jack. You're
Golf
like
cart.
the Jack Reacher sidekick in the military police, right?
You're gonna have to paint me a picture because I'm not referencing.
Oh, okay.
You got a picture?
So there's a whole series of books by Lee Child where Jack Reacher is ex-military police, and he has Francis Nagley, who is his sergeant, and he was a major, and she did all the badass sidekick stuff.
I did some pretty cool stuff.
There's
but-
like 30 books in the series, and there's a couple movies, and Amazon has a series.
Do you throw a grenade?
So we'll have to watch it.
Well, yeah.
How
you have
cool
to
is
do
that?
Oh
That's-
yeah.
Trying to find our list so we
Cool
might
pin.
stay on
Prepare
track
to throw
tonight
it,
a little
throw
bit.
We are-
Forget,
Oh, yeah,
hey,
yeah.
We're
forget the
already
photography
so
thing, man. We want to
far
know about guns
Explosions.
and explosions and stuff. Okay,
Chick with fire.
so let's get back to your
I just-
let's
I
go
just
back
bought
to your
my first
business.
gun not too long ago.
Oh,
Literally
good
two
Really?
weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Your
Yeah,
first
my own
gun?
personal-
Show's over.
Yeah,
For real?
yeah, my own
Good night,
personal-
everyone.
Okay.
Good night.
Time out. What did you buy?
Swiss and Wesson. I got the it's a 9mm.
It is a nine.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Nice.
So,
All right, we got to get on track. If not,
Yep,
Angie's head's
yep,
going to
got
explode.
it.
Angie,
Yeah,
take over.
Angie's gonna like kill us
Angie,
for like
take over.
sidetracking.
When we go back downstairs after the show, I'll show you my
Sidetrack.
Yeah.
Glock 10.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of fun.
I'm trying to be respectful. We got more than one guest because we could talk to her all night tonight.
All right, so
Let's be
go.
real.
But we got another great couple too coming on.
Yes.
Exactly. So has it really been 7 years since we all first met networking
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
wherever
2019.
Howard made us all go?
2019 at the
Yeah.
Waterset Landing.
Yeah, there, and then South Shore Professionals we were at.
Yep.
And
That's how I met you.
yeah,
Yep.
and I remember you were doing family
I was doing
portraits,
everything.
Right.
and
You're-
anything and everything
Charlie.
somebody wanted a picture.
Oh my
of,
gosh,
right?
some
Oh,
of the
you
best
took some
pictures I
great
have of
pictures
my
of Charlie.
dog are from you.
Oh.
Straight up.
In
The
his
puppy
little
pictures.
cowboy hat with the little hearts.
Yes.
He's so
The,
cute.
the-
And I
the
remember
Halloween
you
one was
saying,
awesome.
I don't
Let me
want
see
to
if we
do
can
this
find 'em.
anymore.
You
You're
said-
like, I remember you saying, I don't want to do family
Yeah.
portraits anymore. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what do you want to do? And you honed in on real estate. And I have to tell you, obviously, everybody knows, hopefully, if you don't know, in case, I'm a realtor.
No.
And I know, right?
Stop.
Stop it.
Cut it out.
Shameless
I
plug.
sell a house or two. But listen, there is no doubt you are the best around here by
Yep.
far. And when I say that, you know this, the last 3 or 4 people that I have listed their homes, they literally have referred me. And in the referral, when they send me the text to say, hey, I referred you, it says, you need Angie and her photographer, Jessica. Like they literally are like, they're a team. You must have them both. And if you don't get Jessica, wait for her because you have to have her. And I've held off listings to make sure that I still get you. But I'm really proud of you because you've also worked at your craft so hard. And I, several years ago, made you go as far north for that piece of land to take pictures out of Brooksville, north of
I
Brooksville.
used to go anywhere.
She used to say yes to everything.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What's
Hey,
167
it's the joys of growing a
miles?
business. You do everything.
Yeah,
right.
You know, if you don't turn down anything, and
No.
then you
build and
grow
grow.
and you build,
Yeah,
and then
you
get
hustle.
I
better.
remember
Hustle.
I needed photos for something, I forget, and I messaged you and you go, you gotta try somebody else. I'm only doing real estate and I'm only doing this area and etc.
There you go.
And I was like, man, I respect that,
Oh yeah.
you know.
Like,
and
It took
and,
a long time to get there, but here
But
I
that's
am.
when
but
you
7
know you
years isn't.
started-
I
But
mean,
you're solid.
but that's been like, it took you like 4 years because you've been
Yeah.
doing real estate only for about 3 to 4 years, I think, right? Or
I think solely probably about almost 3 years now. It's 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Listen, we've talked about this before about perfecting saying no sometimes, right? And
Mhm.
I am really proud of you because you've done really well at it. I even asked
I've even
her.
had to say no to you.
Oh,
and
no.
I
No.
love you.
awesome.
And it was
Oh baby, that's a
was
fist
lit.
bump. That's a
I mean,
fist bump
it
right
was
there.
lit. I mean, recently even, but even at Christmas time, I had an idea that I wanted to do for clients, and I was like, "Hey, what do you think?" And she's like, "I think this guy would do a great job for you." And I was like, "That was a really nice way to say no." And I
No.
was like, "Thanks for the referral."
Referrals
And-
are my best nose.
Right? and
There you go.
and just recently, I had a rental in Tampa, and I said, "Hey, what do you think about doing this rental?" She's like, "Hey, I have a great referral I can give you." And
There
I
you
was like,
go.
and he did a great job, amazing. Because I also know if you refer somebody that you vetted them out and you know
Yeah.
their
That's
quality,
very
right?
important too.
Good people, good work, show up, communicate. It's important, especially because a referral is, you're not just passing it on; it's still your name on it.
Well, and
Yeah.
for us agents that 99% of my photos are done by you. So there's an expectation from me, and there's an expectation for people who are hiring me when they go to my website and they see the kind of photos that I list out there and what my listing should look like. And so I want them to look that way. I purposely, get them to look that way. So not having you, I mean, I just recently last week, I called her. I'm like, hey, I have a place in Lakewood Ranch. And
They
she's
turned
like,
out beautiful though too.
she's like, yeah, no. I was like, what? It's not that far. It's going south, not north. And she's like, no. But I'm proud of you because there was a time you chased everything all the way to Brooksville
We
for
all
a
do.
piece of land.
We all
right?
do when we start.
We all
off.
do.
You
But
have
that
to.
tells everybody
you're born with a
how
silver
you
spoon.
have not only grown your business, but you've grown your network of realtors, which is who you target, right?
Yes.
And
100%.
you're staying busy enough in this local area and just don't get any smaller.
Well,
No,
and
yeah,
in
no,
this
definitely
in
not.
your
I
circle
definitely want
into
to
the
serve
circle area.
the South Shore. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just so
Because our South
passionate.
Shore is growing.
Yeah, and I feel like
There's
when,
enough.
when you're servicing your local community, it could be more of a connection for everybody involved. You know what I mean? Like it just keeps it in house, and you can be more flexible. More valuable. So that was like the main thing.
Well,
but another side of this, is your social media presence is great, and you do such a fantastic job at it. I'm not thinking about buying another house. My wife would kill me if we got another rental house.
Jeez,
The
Teo.
Jekyll is enough.
It's nice
but-
knowing you too.
But it's cool to look at her photos and the pictures and go, oh man, this is, and then
This is
you can
nice.
see the listings. I get bombarded with all the real estate listings, and I don't care. I mean,
In your emails?
emails
okay.
and Facebook and everything else. You see all these different listings.
I'm waiting for you to finish that. I don't care about what.
Buying another house. However, I like to know what the market conditions are, and you are posting regularly, and you can go. They're good. They're great photos. So you have a good idea of the house. You have a good idea, and you link to the agent or the listing so that you can go, oh, that's 849,000. I'm like, well, plus I have a seawall, so I know that I'm going to be in that ballpark, plus a little more, et cetera. So it just gives me an idea of the market and the economy and the pacing. As somebody that's not interested in buying a house, but your stuff is so good that I go, okay, their house is a hell of a lot nicer than mine, or my house is better than that. So
I mean, and everyone likes window shopping.
Yeah,
Everyone
it
likes
is. It's window shopping. It really is window shopping.
That's pretty much how I would describe my job.
Yeah.
I window shop every day that I go.
Yeah.
Go and capture a home.
That's a great way to put it.
I
You-
made
you
her
made
go
my
to
point.
one
That
that
was my
probably
point.
wasn't the nicest, right? Because your job normally is you walk in when it's ready and it's
Yeah.
beautiful and it's staged and it's ready to go and photos are
Welcome
ready.
to our world.
And right. And
Holy
I had one recently that, wasn't exactly top tier as far as staging. It's a short sale, things happen. And I was like, Jess, I need you. And she's like, all right. And she got there and she's like, I'm not used to this. But she was like, I'm in, let's do this. And she sent me back the pictures. She actually decluttered the house and cleared it out completely. And I said, man, I don't even know if I can post that because it looks so good. You do such an amazing job.
I did too good.
Yeah.
Real estate,
Hey, listen,
you bring
it's
up the
under
staging thing.
contract.
Staging is like a way of life now, right?
Mhm.
When I bought our house here in Minnesota, everyone staged the houses, and we got to Florida and no one staged the houses. We would walk into houses
cell
and
phone pictures,
there'd
too.
be, and there'd be piles of ashtrays full and junk everywhere. And we're just like, I can't even take these pictures. I can't even take my digital camera. We had just gotten a digital camera, and there were no phone cameras, or most of us didn't have phones back when I bought the house here. But you went through, and no one, we're like, they don't even pick up their like dirty laundry or make the bed or whatever to show the house. I mean, that's the way it was.
They knew you were going to buy it.
25 years ago, house on the water. It's like, I just write a check.
Yep.
Because it was so cheap compared to other other areas
This
of the
place
country.
was super cheap.
Oh,
our
house,
house 20, 30, 40 years ago, this was unimaginably cheap.
our
Well,
house
just
on the
imagine in
water
10 years
was
you're gonna
less
say the
than
same
half
thing.
the
No, I
cost
don't
of our
think so.
cabin
It
in
was
Minnesota.
It was super
It was
cheap.
half the cost of our cabin in Minnesota.
Wow.
So I
for
will
waterfront.
say
But
about your
going
social
back
media
to the
though,
thing, but your social media does great. So
the thing that's amazing about so she puts a house out. We can't advertise a house until a certain
Right.
time before it's going to list. And not only does you put it out, but you describe it, you do everything about it. And you have so many realtors on your Facebook that we've had, and I've experienced this. I've had other agents call and go, hey, I just saw your new listing coming. I sold a house from one you listed from somebody else, and I immediately screenshotted it, sent it to my client, and said, hey, this is coming. We got to go see it immediately. And you've become like the nucleus here in the South Shore of what's coming up.
Fresh
right?
listing.
Oh, yeah.
That's why
And
I want to
people-
be a
Fresh.
pivot. I want to be a pillar in the community.
Yeah.
For that.
You
Like,
absolutely
I
are.
love
You are.
connecting. Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you not just myself, but others have sold houses because.
Oh yeah, I
of-
get to hear all
So
the time.
I legitimately right now I am holding a contract because a client called and said, I want to see that. And so I'm holding for them to be able to see it because I don't have it listed yet. And they saw her photo on a rental coming up. So we're getting it ready, and the same day they see it is the same day we're going to go live. So yeah, I mean, it's the amount of people following you now, and it's not just realtors, it's consumers, right? I mean,
Yes.
every one of my
Yeah.
last consumers are all following you, and they stalked her down on the side of the road. Actually, they're like, there's
To
our
say
our
hi.
photographer.
Oh,
Yes, I know.
that's cool.
I mean, I get people who reach out to me and ask for recommendations for realtors, and this is where I genuinely, I don't just throw out names. I genuinely like try to think of, personalities and what their current situation is, and even if I haven't done work for them, like if they have a standing in the community and I can read the vibe, I'm like, yeah, this is who you need to talk to, and I've done that plenty of times. So it's just, I don't know. Like I said, I enjoy it. I love connecting people, and that's where I believe the power is.
Well, your brand is so strong. I mean, we just had one in Carlton Fields, and we went under contract in 2 days with multiple offers, right? And the house down the street was for sale with another agent. And the owners came down and talked to my owners and said, hey, like, what happened? How did you guys do this? And they're like, listen, call the photographer. And the other agent ended up they got a hold of you and redid their photos, and they went under contract, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Literally. I think I posted the photos, and I think it was by the next day. But it was actually the owners themselves who went ahead and hired me. The agent, I guess, didn't feel professional photography was necessary.
So
there's proof in the pudding when it went under contract.
So I'm going to ask,
and it sat for 6 months.
So I'm going to ask a question, and if you don't want to answer, don't answer.
Okay.
That's totally fine.
Lord,
Okay.
No, because
Won't take a drink of wine for that.
there's relevance, right? So what does it cost on an average for a photography package for a house when someone's going to list the house? And I'm assuming, and I know you do some aerial stuff, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
do you have a drone, or do you grab that? Is that stock photo? Or okay.
So no,
And she's
you
been
know,
doing
I got
that.
the drone.
She
So
have
I-
a drone.
She's been doing that for years.
Well,
too. It's not
I
like
see
she's-
them, but I don't know if
Yeah.
it's somebody, because some photographers farm out the drone action to just a drone person. So
Yeah.
that's why I thought I'd ask.
So I have a standard showcase package, and it's $500, right? But that's for homes under 3,000. So like when you start adding
Square feet.
square
Mhm.
footage or little tiny perks. When I tell you my showcase, I think it covers pretty much everything except for the marketing. Obviously I do headshots, complimentary, but it covers the basis of what I believe
That's a
every
steal.
home should have. Yeah, no, I mean, when
I was thinking
when you
couple
start
grand.
shopping around, and I'm sure Angie, all these agents know, like when you start shopping around with the top photographers, you're getting a steal with me.
Yeah.
For sure. And it's not to undercut anybody. It's just that these other photographers, they're usually teams, they're usually under an umbrella, company where they can take smaller jobs. I can't. So I position myself in a way where I offer value, but I'm also not taking little jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's like a win.
But you're also
win.
not
and then
the
you,
cheapest
and
in
then you
town.
also
Yeah,
do,
no,
and you
exactly,
do
yeah.
the stage, you do that virtual staging I saw, right?
Yes,
So
if
you
the-
do that,
yeah,
and that's an
for
add-on,
anything-
right?
Well,
Yeah.
it's not an
No?
add-on. It's
Oh, no way.
included. It's included
Wow.
for vacant homes, because
Oh,
my
they-
thing
okay.
is I almost don't want to give real estate agents, I don't want to give them room to say no. If I believe you need it, if we're doing it, like, and especially
Okay.
in a market like this, my goal, like I said, if I'm going to be a pillar, that means I have to kind of run the show the way I believe it needs to be done.
Make it easy for them.
Yeah, like you don't have a choice. It's included.
Yeah,
This
well,
is
Okay.
when you
Use it or
know.
no.
This
Yeah.
is when you know, as a real estate agent, that you absolutely trust somebody, right? How many times lately? Because I've been really busy. God bless.
I know that
you
I had to
business.
go do stuff.
And
yeah.
I'm like, hey, Jess, can we do photos? She tells me, I'm like, I'm not available, but you can go. I'll give you the code, or I'll get you in. Someone will let you in, whatever. I'll send somebody else. Like I used to in the very beginning.
Be there for
I
everything.
was there. I'm like, here's the shot I want. Here's what I need. Blah blah blah. And now I'm like, the house is ready, Jess. You're good.
Walk
You know
in,
what?
take
And
care
I
of it.
have plenty of relationships like that, but I'll even say,
But that takes trust.
no, I know,
Oh, yeah.
100%. But I was going to say, I think I've built in trust to the point of there's actually a handful of agents that I do work for who I've never even met in person.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that,
Yeah, isn't that cool?
just shows
That's cool when
the
that
quality of
happens.
your work, right?
We're going
So-
to take a break, but Jess, is there anything you want to say to your friends and everyone out there before we take our break? And then we're going to
There's
come
a
back.
lot of comments, by the way.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
a
are
bunch
they?
of comments, and then
Yeah, there's a
afterwards,
lot
you,
going on.
you can come back afterwards. But we
Yeah,
have
we'll have
Jason and
to
Michelle
read.
coming on from Coastal.
Jessica does some of the most
Coastal,
fire
Mobile,
photo work
and
in the
Lube.
area, and makes sure to cover any and all of her agents and her clients' needs. Now, listen, I got glasses, but
I was
that's
about to
small.
say, how are you reading that?
I can't
Not
read
only
none of
that
it,
she
baby. I
shares it to
can't.
her
It's
social circle, which continues to grow.
Let me fix this. Bam, bam.
Yeah, I mean, so I remember the days when I was
you.
actually doing mortgages and business development.
Look, I was a referral. There you go.
and we were constantly out huffing it together,
Yeah.
hustling and at open houses together for our agents and trying to build a network. And it's so impressive to see the network you have built over the last several years. It's really impressive.
Yeah, and you know what's wonderful too? While I've climbed, everyone else around me has climbed. And
There
I've
you go.
helped- Yeah, I mean, I think that's like,
That's what's
yeah,
important.
it's so important. I don't want to go alone.
Yeah.
We're not going alone. We
Hey,
gotta
and
do
by
it
the way,
together.
and you're rocking the red, white, and blue.
Yes, because
Yeah.
we got
I didn't
Independence
get the
coming,
memo.
250th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I got
this
the
is
memo.
the show before the 4th.
Just
I'm a
saying.
jackass.
You're
I
also
got the memo.
you're also going to see some of her work. A few years ago, she did our South Shore cleaning and supply video. We have a 2-minute version, which we're not going to play.
Thank
But-
God.
But
We'd like to keep the viewers.
She's kept it timeless.
Back when I did everything.
But exactly.
Yeah.
But you kept it timeless.
Love it.
The properties don't show where age.
There, and right on the
did
back
it,
of the screen. 912. So are you from Brunswick?
No, I'm not from, but being there in Georgia from the military.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah, that's
St.
why.
Mary's
And my
or
listen,
yeah.
my kids know my number. We're not changing it.
Let's
It
take
just
that
is.
break. South
You got
Shore.
Oh,
Cool.
we gotta
But
go
if your
to break.
agent's on here watching, they're all giving you
Here's
love.
what I'm going to say. If you are wearing earphones, please pull them back because it's a little
Oh,
on the
yeah.
loud side. So we're going to take a break right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we talked about that because I have the house on top.
South Shore, where the sun shines, golf carts roam, and accidents happen. But your roof, that should be the least of your worries. Steadfast Roofing brings you the best roofing systems, providing you protection even against the toughest storms. For a roof that stands strong through anything, choose Steadfast. Get the protection you deserve.
Welcome back.
And we are back. And how about that, Jessica? Huh? We have a little
I
fun
know.
there or what?
She had a blast.
Listen, we might be bringing her back.
Good
So
job.
all you
Yeah.
on there looking for her, just hang out with us.
Because
too.
we might have to go through some of those questions.
This isn't Jessica, though.
Yeah,
This is Jason from
Jason. Still a
Coastal
J.
Mobile
Still has a J.
Lube and Tire. And he's got a new service in the South Shore area, which I think is pretty
It's really
Excellent.
cool. I'm not
It's
gonna
very
lie.
cool. So first of all, welcome to the show, and
you.
we apologize for anything that's going to happen.
All
And
good.
he's
Yeah.
a cigar
Thank you.
smoker. Sweet.
Yes.
Yeah.
All my
Wait, I
cigars.
did
Right in front of that
also.
mic. Right in front of that
Right
mic.
here. Yeah.
Right
I-
there.
Yes. Yes.
I did also put the disclaimer up.
Okay, good.
That's true. So Teo, take it away.
So, how long have you been in South Shore?
4 years, coming up on 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So pretty new. So
Yeah.
after COVID, where were you before?
We lived in Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It like snows up there, right?
You're
Cold,
welcome.
cold and wet.
Yeah.
you
yuck,
think
man.
if it snowed, it'd be okay, but it's just cold and rainy.
just
and
cold
wet.
and rainy.
It just
Gray.
sucks. It's always gray.
And you came down and you were a service manager. Was it Courtesy?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
so you've been in the
Asbury-
car business.
Yeah, been in the car business for 33 years. Yeah.
Fix
yeah,
my Jeep.
Yeah. We found out. I worked
For
with him
less
up at
time than
He
I've
fixed
owned
my
my
Jeep.
cars. Yeah.
I'm going to show him where he scratched his name into my dashboard. He does that to every car. That he just puts his little initial to like. My dad used to do that as a watchmaker on the back inside. He would put his name on the inside of every watch. So if someone said that they fixed his watch before, he would know it was he did the work. That was
Wow.
pretty badass.
You know, my cars are so old that so many people have had their hands in them that
So are you.
I need like 5 hoods to do that.
So are you, Teo.
The joys of having stuff that's 50 years old. So,
Includes me.
so you were in the regular dealership world, and then
Yeah.
so what happened? You decided, all right, there's a need, and
Yeah, well, I moved over to so coming out of New York, I was running stores in New York. I was running 18 dealerships between Maryland and New York. Mercedes pitched me on the mobile business 10 years ago at a Mercedes store in Long Island City. Mobile didn't work in the city, so
right.
moved to Florida. Saw opportunity. After Courtesy, I went to Bill Curry Ford. They had
Okay.
two of these things running, but they weren't really utilizing them. So
Great idea. Just no implementation.
Exactly. So helped them grow their business. We grew that to 10 vans. We ended up being a top 20 national store.
Really?
Left there in February, and I was like, what do I do next? So
Do what you know.
Okay, so these two obviously talked to you earlier,
yeah.
and I didn't. So what do you do?
Yeah, so just opened this company, Coastal Mobile Lube and Tire, where oil changes, tires, batteries, maintenance, diagnostic, air conditioning, basically anything.
Even
For the
wipers. Wipers are a
wipers.
pain in the ass. If you
Yeah.
don't know how to put those things on, you can be out there for 45 minutes and you.
Oh, my Dakota, I need a battalion of Army Corps of
Yeah.
Engineers to figure out how to get that clip out.
But if you do it all, if you do it all the time, it's seamless.
Yeah. Quick service. I mean, 80-90% of the stuff that you go to a dealership for can be done out of the van.
makes
you,
sense.
You go to the dealership, you're there an hour, 2 hours. They tell you it's going to be 30 minutes. You
They
wait.
lie.
Oh, yeah.
But they also throw in
Now, is
a
this-
92-point inspection so they can bill things back,
Yeah.
and that takes a lot of time too.
So you have a tire machine that you can
Yeah.
fix tires with.
Yeah, so the
Oh.
van is set
Mobile?
up with a mobile. We have a
Get
tire machine
out.
in the van,
That's
balancer.
badass.
We can balance tires. Yeah.
It really is.
Yep.
Angie,
Can you plug a
imagine,
tire?
Yeah.
imagine
Patch plug. Yep.
being at your office doing all the work you do while he comes and fixes your car.
Well, that's what.
Put
All
his
right,
number
so
across the
I
bottom.
grew. My dad was a mechanic,
Yeah.
and I grew up hot rods in the house. You know.
Stop.
Yes, you didn't know this about me.
No.
Yeah, my first car was
Raceway Park, Angie.
not me. My dad.
Yeah.
He built.
Hey,
70
just
Chevelles
ignore
and hot
that
rods.
intake that was in the washing machine the other day.
Right?
Just
Yeah,
whatever.
you guys have no idea. Yeah, my dad was an old drag racer.
Really?
Yes, and my very first car was a '69 Camaro, and
Great
he,
car.
I had a '72 Nova. And then I told him that I was like, "Oh, I'm going to college. I don't think I should have a hot rod in Chicago." And so it like pained him in the heart when I said, "I just want a little Grand Am," and he was like, "What?
What are you
wrong with
talking
you?"
about?
Yeah, he literally was like, "Whatever," and he stopped working on my Nova that he was going to give me. But anyway, I completely understand mechanics, and I've always taken it for granted because my entire life, someone in my life has always been able to do it, right? And so now I'm a single woman, and I don't have a mechanic
Living
my
in the
back
middle of
pocket.
nowhere.
Yeah, and well, no, we're not in the middle
No,
of
but
nowhere.
when you moved here, you really didn't know anybody.
Yeah, when I
Yeah.
moved here, but I mean, I've literally always been a phone call away, right? And so you would come. Is it like emergency, or we make an appointment? Because I'm just putting you on my calendar now.
Yeah.
for
So
when-
we're 24/7 emergency service for Apollo Beach. So you
Wow.
got a battery.
So you're
tire,
local in
we're
Apollo.
Yeah, we're right by the park. Yeah, we're right here in Apollo Beach. We're local. So if you have emergencies, yeah, we'll come right out to you. Tires. I'm a wholesaler for tire racks, so I can guarantee the lowest price on tires. I need a day or two to get them coming.
And then you'll install them on the
Listen,
car
as a
rather than
realtor,
going-
Yeah.
knock on wood,
That's
I've,
fantastic.
Yeah.
I've been
Dude, the-
pretty good with nails so far, but
Yeah, but I'll bring
everywhere.
the tires right to you. I've had I'll pick up used tires. I'll go wherever. Had someone stuck at Walmart the other day. They said they had a blowout on 41. They were in the Walmart gas station. He went to Walmart. They had the tire, but because he had an appointment, he wouldn't do it. So we went
Right.
out, picked the tire up, went out to the Walmart, put it on for him, and took care of him. So
Listen,
that's what we're about: is the taking care
Big
of the local
company,
community.
little
I-
company.
you know, we have a lot of construction around here, right? And so
Absolutely.
I'm not that long ago, I was going down 41 and a cinder block had fallen off a construction vehicle. Just your typical builder cinder block, right? And there was nowhere for me to go except to hit it. And I thought I had made it around it, and I hit the corner of it, and it popped a hole in the side of the tire. And I made it to the side of the road, but in my head, I'm like, well, now I got to get a tow truck, and now I just blew my whole day, and I can't get anywhere, right? So to know we have somebody to call, obviously, some people have AAA, those kinds of things, but to have somebody local, because even if you call AAA, you're waiting for them to get a hold of somebody.
There
in
it is.
Tampa.
I had
3
that
hours.
Yeah.
problem
And
with
it takes
mine.
forever.
It was 3.5 hours waiting for AAA
Yeah, 3 hours straight up
to be towed
Now,
back to
don't
Lakeland.
get me wrong. I'm sure you have work and stuff like that, but if someone's calling you up and you're gonna tell them, oh, 45 minutes, 25. You're not gonna be 45 minutes, and then 3 hours later roll up.
Okay, so I got a question about oil
You
changes.
can't do that.
And you can choose to answer. You can choose
But
to
they do.
answer or not.
That's the
Right?
thing,
Yeah,
but they do
that's the
because they
business.
farm
That-
everything out.
That's the business, right?
And that's it. They make a
Yeah.
phone call. They find out who's going to give it to them, who's available. They send out someone they never met before,
Mhm.
and they hope to God that they do a good job.
Yep.
It's not their
Okay,
company.
so I got a question on oil changes because this can be a deciding factor, and you can choose to answer or not answer. But almost
boy.
all the new oil change places suck the oil out
Hmm.
instead of pulling the drain plug. Instead of unscrewing the drain plug, and
Because it's faster.
and they don't drain it. And for somebody like with me with 50-year-old cars, I want it drained.
Mhm.
Do you guys actually drain it?
Yeah, I pull the plug. I pull
Okay.
the plug. Yeah, I mean on the Porsches and some of the cars.
You got to
can't,
pull the
right?
motor. You got to
But-
put, like my 993, you had to take the motor out to pull the
Yeah.
plug. So
And
you
no
always sucked it
German.
out, you know.
You needed to know.
So
you
you're
needed
able
to
to
know
work
German.
on.
Yeah.
So you're able to work on imports in that. Too.
Yeah. Oh, we work on everything. German. Yeah, the German stuff. They're still at war with us. So
Absolutely.
I want to kind of look at that first.
Well, like so
that's-
like my Mercedes. Okay, I buy my own filters because no one will stock the filters.
Mhm.
Even Mercedes dealership doesn't stock the filters for my 50-year-old car. They have
Can't
to
imagine
order them.
why.
Yeah.
So I have my own.
For- on
Well,
the road.
if you have your parts, I'll come right
Yeah.
out. Yeah, I mean, we had a customer over in Mirror Bay. He had specific oil and filter he wanted to use, so it just came out. He used to work on his car. He's getting older. He couldn't get. under
That's
it,
been
so-
my problem. It's harder
so-
for me with my stuff. It's harder for
Yeah.
me to
and
jack it up
and I
climb
enjoy the
underneath it.
company.
Yeah,
Listen, I like talking cars.
and I'll have cigars. So
Hey,
If you guys have questions about your car, or if you want to make an appointment with them, or just put them on here.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
actually have your name at your number underneath. It's
Yep.
Yes.
the A13722 Lube.
Yep.
As
Lube.
a female, I had to take my vehicle in, and I went to a local place. They told me what it was going to be, and I still have a relationship with my ex-husband who is a mechanic, and I sent it to him and said, am I getting ripped off? Right? Because my dad used to even tell me, he's like, listen, you can't come in by yourself, you're gonna get ripped off. And he's like, yeah, you're getting ripped off. And so he said, go down here, talk to this guy in Ruskin, he'll help you look at it, whatever. And he looked at me and flat out said, he's like, this is not true, not true. So as a female, it's nice to know we have somebody that we can call that, we're not getting intimidated walking into a place, and that you're going to come help. Right.
Yep.
And I'm sure for a lot of people in Sun City, if their battery goes dead, even they're stuck, and I'm stuck. I don't have a backup vehicle.
so many people have one
you know?
car.
Yeah.
and,
I don't have a
and-
backup vehicle. I got to call Teo. Teo's got 97 of them.
Well,
Taya's got a million cars.
And the thing about so like you talk about the second guess thing or the opinion. Our other one of our many adoptive kids, right, Danielle, called Stacy and said, I need Rent-A-Dad. I need Teo to play, be a Rent-A-Dad
Good.
because
Oh,
she
if
was
I'm in the dealership, I'm calling you.
she was getting so
Hammered.
screwed with her deal on the car that she bought. And it took longer, but the repairs were done right. But it was absolutely, I was so livid that a dealership would take advantage of a
Wangle,
kid.
take advantage, do everything
It's just
possible.
wrong. And to do this with the right attitude and caring about the neighbors and stuff like that is just it's cool. It's refreshing.
Now, do you have like a minimum charge for someone to show up?
Yeah, so we there is a $29 mobile fee that we just charge just to show
Nominal.
up, but
It's
sometimes
nominal, yeah.
listen,
It's nominal.
I own the
It's not a hu-
company,
it's
so
not
there's
$150.
there's sometimes where hey, I show up, there's nothing really going on with the car. Hey,
Thank
you're
you.
a neighbor, thank you. Give me a Google review. Let's move on, and
Yep.
we'll see you at the Publix. So
Cool.
My boys got 2 5-stars today on Google.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's so important to, I say all the time, honesty and transparency, right? And if you're honest and transparent, and especially
And accountable.
with not just
Because
women,
things happen.
but even there's a lot of men that don't know how to work on cars. So if you're honest and transparent and tell people here's what's going on, or you don't need anything, right? I just had to put the wire back in, you're good. It's those things that people will refer you,
absolutely.
and they will
And-
say you can trust him.
And there's a
and
ton
that
of
means
business.
more than money in the long run of your business.
And with mobile, I encourage people to come out. One thing in the business, being in the dealership world, is I always like to educate the customers. Hey, this is why you need it, right? So there is a lot of snake oil in the business. There's a lot of upselling for pay plans and stuff. And
Well, they build in time, and it's 45-minute job. They allocate 45 minutes. It's an 8-minute job.
and they're still getting paid.
And
on
they're
that.
still getting paid that hourly wage.
Right.
And you're packaging up and say, hey, boom, 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 boom. Let's be
Yep.
fair. But thank you very much. I'll be around for
Well,
you.
they got those big buildings to pay for.
They do.
right?
Yeah.
And the electric and,
And the cars
AC.
and the
Anyway, they're employees.
mechanic still has to
Yeah.
buy all their tools.
and
Yeah.
That's like to me that's the biggest scam on the dealership thing is the mechanics still have to have
Yeah,
their
right.
One of the
their-
biggest
their-
scams, but
their
it's there.
the mechanics still have all their
Yeah.
it's their
Yeah.
tool chest, it's their tools
Yeah.
and everything else,
but
and
it's got wheels. It can leave.
yeah,
Yeah. So
So I'm assuming you're not just emergency, right? So like if I know every however long I need brakes, or are you doing brakes too?
do everything. Yeah.
Okay.
We do everything.
So if I know I'm going to need brakes in a month, like we can call and make an appointment.
Absolutely. You call, text, website, schedule an appointment.
Smoke signals.
Yeah.
We're all in Apollo Beach.
Yeah, text message.
Oh,
You'll
look,
get a
you
hold
know,
of
Tell
me.
your neighbor you'll find out in 2 hours.
Right. Yeah. But
Exactly.
most
For
stuff,
real. Hey, did you hear
what-
Dave's car's broke down? Really? He's in phase 5.
most stuff within a couple of days we can get you in. So, yeah. Tires,
true, though.
tires, the big. If you want a great deal on tires, through Tire Rack, if you're looking for a brand name, I need. That's the longest time I need is typically
Sure,
2 to
because
3 days.
Because you're waiting
Yeah.
on you're waiting for them.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
this is a legitimate question for me, and Joanne brought it up earlier.
Absolutely.
I don't necessarily spend a lot of time at my house all the time because I'm gone or I'm at the office or whatever. So do you need a garage?
No.
Can it be a parking lot to
Anywhere.
change my oil?
Yep.
Okay.
Anywhere. Yeah.
I mean, I know it's hot out there.
he's out there with
I-
a sweat rag and-
Tornado
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
I love
It's
it.
a
Is there a
Apollo
heat
Beach.
up charge right now?
No, there's not. I love the heat.
So here's
Oh,
the
man.
thing.
Here, look at this
I
guy.
actually was lucky enough to meet these guys at the Chamber of Commerce, and that we were at the wine down over at Wine Society Bar in
Of course
Apollo
you were.
Beach.
Of course,
Of course, because it's wine. Hello. And I sat down with these guys on the couch, and as soon as they said, I was like, no way, this is great. Because as realtors, we literally are
living in your office.
living in our offices. We don't, or we're at an open house, or we're at a something.
Well, your car's critical too.
And it is the most other
And-
than
and
maybe
it's-
other than the MLS.
so
or
like and
whatever,
it's a
important.
nuisance. It's a nuisance to go in. Like I
It is.
I'm putting a new convertible top on the truck, right? So it took forever to have one made because it's not like I can go and readily buy a convertible top for it. And I got the guy up in Tampa that's going to do it, but it's a whole hassle. I got to drive the car. I got to get somebody to pick me up, bring me back. And then I got to go back up once he takes it off and get a couple parts and take those to Lakeland to the machine shop and come back, and then to go pick it up. Now, fortunately, I'm going to have him do some interior work on the seats on the Mercedes. So I'll drive the Mercedes and drop that. But I'm like a week late. He's like, are you going to bring it by? I'm like, my rides keep like screwing up because to get somebody to go up to North Tampa,
Well, that's what I said. I was
Carrollwood
like,
area
This is
and
beyond
back.
convenient.
And that's the thing.
It's a
Even
pain
if
in the
you pay the
ass.
same price,
And even getting an oil change.
you've got 4 hours of drive time and wait
Yeah.
time.
I
right?
went to go get an oil change with my car, and I told them I didn't want the 59 million point inspection, whatever. They said they had to do it. Would only take an hour and a half. Well, that plus the 20 minutes to drive to Brandon, 20 minutes back when I could have you come to the house and I can literally sit in my office.
And then
do
they
my work
whine.
and let
They
you
whine
do
that
it
I'm
all.
smoking a
So-
cigar in their lobby. I don't get
Right.
it.
I don't get it.
So dealerships, when you first buy a car, they tell you a certain amount of time.
Stealership.
Sure.
Listen, we're not bagging on all dealerships.
No,
I have a
mean,
very
they're
good
not
friend that
awful.
owns a dealership in town. Actually, two
We need
friends that own
dealers.
dealerships in town. We need dealers or we won't have cars.
The
But,
point
um,
is, they take a lot of time.
It
Just
does
going
take a
there
lot
and
of time.
back.
But there's a warranties on vehicles when you get them new, right? So, and if you don't use an authorized person that's certified for that vehicle. So, are you certified in all of these different vehicles?
Yeah, we're licensed, insured. Certification within the OEM, no, but the paperwork that we provide to you, the receipt is good if you take it into the manufacturer. If they're questioning anything,
so during the warranty time, you can still work for
correct.
them.
Yeah, we're just like an authorized Jiffy Lube or anything else you take your vehicle.
I
into.
do have one quick
Yeah,
question.
was it ASE or something like that?
ASE
or-
certification.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. But
So-
that's really just a.
I know
paperwork
mine.
deal.
I know on my stuff, I used to change all my oil, even on my brand new cars. So, and I never had a problem with warranty because I would have the receipt from, picking up the oil and the filters, and I would write down the mileage on it, and no one ever had an issue.
Listen, there's such a need, right?
But total need.
I mean, I'm 51. When I went to school, there was auto shop in school, and I don't even know if they have it anymore. But every kid I grew up in the country in Illinois, so every kid knew how to change oil, and
Flat tire.
even
You
my
better know how
father
to
made
do it.
sure I changed my oil once. I changed a tire, and I knew at least how to do it if I was ever in desperate need. Now I never had to change
Even a
my
light
oil,
bulb.
thank God.
They're a pain in the ass.
Dude, kids
Oh,
don't
I
know.
was
How,
like, yes,
kids
I've
don't
changed
know
the
how to
light
change
bulb.
it.
No, but I mean,
But-
in a car,
but
they're a
that-
pain in the
but
ass.
the-
Dad's doing it.
But the
Right.
the need for what you have is only going to get greater because
They don't do
the
it.
next generation has no clue,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
And they don't know how to fix vehicles. They don't even know probably where the oil is, right?
Right.
I will say I'm proud that my kid does. He actually checked mine the other day and was like, "Mom, can you stop and get an oil change?" And got in my car and he's like, "It's been 2,000 miles, Mom. You need to get an oil change." I'm like, "The oil change needs to come to me." I
Yeah.
literally said
There
that.
you
I'm
go.
like, I don't have time.
Coastal Mobile.
Now, I do wanna ask-
So I'm all in for this.
There is a question I do want to ask. So if somebody has a recall, are you able to do the recalls or no?
No,
Just
that-
because.
Yeah, that's considered warranty work. Once again, we would refer. I have a
Back to-
couple. Dealers do have these mobile vans that come out, and a
Okay.
lot of them do chase the recall work because that's the manufacturers are paying them back for that. So,
Howard, that's what you need.
but I handle
somebody to chase you.
Yeah.
That's my
No.
job.
I stopped getting chased a while ago.
I caught him. I put him in handcuffs and said, "Nope, nobody else."
And moving on. Back to cars.
Howard gave me a mic. I don't know why.
I don't
I
know.
was like, what are we doing?
No, but I
right,
mean,
so,
that's
um,
what there are things like people asking stuff, and I just wanted to be sure.
Yep.
What, like, I want to be clear because
Yeah.
at least they can go to you and you can tell them, "I don't do that," but you can go here and
Yeah.
it'll be clear and defined, and we trust them because we trust you.
Yeah, and I want to be a concierge. I had a customer under warranty. We did the service on it. It had a tire pressure sensor issue, still covered under warranty. Worked with a local dealer. I coordinated on a Saturday to meet with the mobile Ford dealership at the customer's house. I met him there, walked through it, what needed to happen, and took care of the customer. So I'm not
That's a
going to leave you
beautiful
just
thing.
with the if you have warranty work. Also to help you out, I had a customer bought tires locally from a shop. Serviced the vehicle. He had some tire issues with it. Told him what to say going back to the store, and they ended up warrantying the 2 tires for them. They tried to sell him when he was there, but
Sure.
once again, educating him and giving him the tools to be able to do that. And that's my whole goal is after 30 years of being in the dealership and
Right.
being on the other side is being in the community and, hey, this is what you really need on your vehicle.
Now, what about vintage cars?
Uh,
Is there like a timeline that you say, listen, I really don't want to mess with anything from the 50s or the 60s or
oil changes all day long, right?
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty standard. I know some carbureted stuff. I mean, I'm willing to tinker around with it. A lot of that might be just, hey, I'll come over.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on with it. Like
but
today, I worked on a generator. Hey, I swung by. If we can get it going, great. If
Gotcha.
not, so that's
so
yeah,
you're gung ho.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Listen, I gotta tell you right now, I will go down in writing saying this. If we have you back on this show in a year, I forecast that you have 6 to 8 employees because you're going to grow that fast.
Yeah.
I mean, the need for this is out there, and
we are growing. We're hiring right now. Yes.
See, I listen. If I was a Shark Tank, I'd be like, I'm all in. Let's go.
That's the thing.
I'm not though, so don't ask me for money.
When they told me what they did, I was like, what? Because I
Yeah,
grew up
I
like
mean-
you. My uncle was a mechanic. Right next door, the garage was. I can bleed brakes. I can do all that to an older car. I can't do crap to the new cars. But I grew up doing that. And the idea that you come to somebody's house and you can do the tires and you can do loop, you can do all of that.
Tires are huge, and you know, with all the construction and road crap that's going on, the amount
That's
of tires
amazing.
I'm going through, I've gone through more tires in 2 years than I have in like 20.
We're not making our
Yeah, where
area
you see
sound very
them,
nice
they
right now.
leave the nails on the back of their truck and drive away, and they just keep going.
My wife's car, you know, she I bought it for her, and 79 miles, and freaking guy on 75 had all this crap in the back of his truck that was just flying out, and boom, $8,000 later.
We're going to take a
you
break.
know?
And thanks for
I didn't
coming
know.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So how can they get a hold of you?
813-722-LUBE. That's 5823. 813-722-5823. CoastalMobileLube.com.
Thanks for coming
Listen,
on.
Absolutely. Thank
You're
you
gonna-
so much.
you're
I
gonna
think you'll see
explode.
all of our
Yeah.
faces again very soon.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for having me.
No,
Cool.
thank you.
You got it.
All
We're
right.
back in a
We'll be
minute.
right
We got
back.
some
I'm not even going
great.
to say good luck because you're going to explode.
Yeah, we have some great stories for you.
Oh yeah.
Are you tired of streaks? Not those type of streaks. Not this kind of streaking either. What the heck? The streaking that I'm talking about is on your roof. We use shingles with a high copper content to give your roof a clean, sharp, streak-free appearance for years to come.
South Shore's premier weeding service, The Weeding Lady. Professional, reliable, local. Weeding, cleanup, and garden care. Monthly or what-time service. Serving South Shore, Florida. Transform your yard today. The Weeding Lady. Call 813-613-9181.
Living in Tampa Bay means enjoying beautiful homes, outdoor spaces, but Florida's year-round humidity, mold, algae, and dirt can quickly take a toll on your property. Total Pressure Power Wash and Seal provides professional residential and commercial pressure washing services throughout Hillsborough County. We also specialize in roof cleaning, screen repair, and outdoor screen cage restoration to keep your property looking its best. Need paver installation, repairs, or sealing? We've got you covered. Owner-operated, licensed and insured.
Web Design Ninja is your one-stop shop for all things internet. Our dedicated team has been building internet solutions for businesses large and small since 1993. We specialize in creating eye-catching designs, search engine optimization, complex e-commerce, and custom app integration, whether you need a simple website or a complex e-commerce or phone app. Our team of experts is here for you. Give us a call today. We're here to help.
And
You're
we-
live.
And we will
Guys.
talk
Hey,
about
we're
it.
back.
Welcome. We are back.
We want them and love them.
We've had some fantastic, ridiculous guests tonight. Want to thank Jessica for coming on the show, Jason for coming on the show.
Yeah.
I have to say, what an eventful, fun night tonight was.
It's been a blast.
Angie, Teo, myself. We're not cutting the show off now, but I want to go into a little segment of a
You
great.
ain't done with us yet.
No, we're not done yet. A great entrepreneur. This is a personal shout out to somebody, whether you like him or hate him. We now have a trillionaire in this world.
Oh, yeah.
And whether you like him or hate him, Elon Musk has lifted the bar to a new level as a personal income wealth entrepreneur in the universe.
And he's made many millionaires.
Yes, he has.
And
he's the future as well.
And I got to look, you look at
He's a visionary.
the PayPal thing.
Good
you
word.
look at, as somebody, and we have a patent in the check business, and I have other patents and other stuff, but in that payment processing world I've been involved in, and PayPal was completely revolutionary.
I got paid
Completely.
53 cents to sign up with PayPal. I was like number 6,000.
And
They paid you
total revolutionary to do the peer-to-peer and then make it easy. Because before then, when you needed to take credit cards, it was like a 6-week process basically to get a merchant account.
Well, you remember the jerk? He's going through the paper and he's going through the phone numbers. It's
the credit card numbers
credit
in
card
there.
Numbers.
And then, but when you got an account, I remember when I had the blender and to sign up for a credit card account to do credit cards online, I had to take a picture of the mailbox that showed my address. I had to have all this stuff to go through, and with PayPal, you could just go through, link your bank account, and you were set up.
But I think that at the end of the day, if you look at the fact that he saw a problem, that could be better,
and he
said,
fixed
"I'm going
it.
to fix it." Right? No different than what I say. You're going to explode.
But that wasn't
because
enough.
But that
you
wasn't
saw a
enough.
problem
Exactly.
And you're fixing.
And then
it,
he
right?
went to the next one, and the
Right.
next one, and the next
And he-
one, and
he continues to.
and he
and
just
that's
looks
the-
and goes,
that's
"What can
the-
we do to improve upon it?"
Right. That's the point of an entrepreneur, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
that is
our
the point of a
250
true visionary.
American
Yes.
entrepreneur America 250 celebration. Now, with the good, we also have some bad. And I'm on the internet all day long doing my job.
Really?
And I found Teo the perfect story to share with our audience tonight.
Oh Lord.
Teo, take it away.
Okay. So
By the way, we do have a disclaimer on this.
yeah, this needs to be a big disclaimer. So, if you guys have been on the internet, you probably have read about the Arby's situation,
Great employee.
right? And
No,
she's
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Go
okay.
deeper.
So Arby's, there's an Arby's manager, former,
Let's give it up to the company letting her go.
and she got upset because they were getting ready to close, and somebody came in and ordered a bunch of food, and so she.
Oh, the eye roll was loud.
Oh yeah. Well, and then she spit. Okay, so
Oh,
Jenica
God.
Church.
It gets worse.
So
We're not there yet.
Amanda Hendricks is a manager, and they have it all on film. So she spit in the customer's food.
Mm-mm.
Well, the bad part is Amanda, the manager, had herpes or has
Yeah.
herpes.
Yeah.
So with the saliva,
Mm-mm.
the customer got herpes.
Contracted herpes.
Oh my God.
And from going to Arby's 5 minutes before it closed with a pissed off manager that, felt that was inappropriate that a customer would show up during working hours. And I got to tell you, as somebody that had a bar and a restaurant, it was always frustrating, right? When somebody showed up, you're already starting to clean up your kitchen. But you know what? If somebody's there, you freaking accommodate them because your hours are posted. Kitchen's open till 10 o'clock. If it's 9:59 and they place an order, I'm sorry, kitchen's
You're
freaking open. I used to have to fight with my employees and go, chill out, man. Now, at the end of the night, alcohol had to be off by 2:30, last call at 2 o'clock. And there's that kind of aspect. But at the same time, if you're open in there and the spitting in somebody's food is just not cool.
Not good.
And now, I mean,
Bad
this
American.
gal's looking at like a pretty decent prison
Charge.
term.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I mean, it's
Because
felonies.
she knowingly had herpes.
She knowingly had herpes, and she
It's
spit
assault.
on somebody's food, and she
Without
and
pepper.
did it. And you're talking about a massive lawsuit and criminal charges. It's
So be like Elon.
so apparently, according to the article, the two women, the customer knew the manager knew him, and they had some history. They just said it wasn't anything major, but she intentionally and deliberately spit on the meat.
Just a little
to
hint.
put it on the spatula.
Nothing major.
Nothing major.
Nothing major.
Good
Yeah.
Lord.
All right. So again, Elon good. That chick bad.
Bad.
All right. Now we got the 250 America go. I remember the bicentennial. I
You,
still have
you
quarters.
know, I got to tell you, normally I would be blowing up a ton of shit this weekend, but given the dryness and everything else, I'm not going to do that. But I am going to smoke a brisket and float in the pool and maybe go out and catch the sunset and then watch the fireworks on the boat.
And that is the Florida way to do it.
And that's a Florida way to do it. It's normally I would have a big, huge party, but with the puppy and Stacy doing twice a day chemo, she's just not up for having,
Where is the
150
puppy?
people over. Back home. She left right after dinner.
Oh, she took the puppy. The puppy was here earlier.
Yeah.
And the puppy is this big. And it's so cute.
So cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah. So what are your plans, Jason? What are you doing for the 4th? Anything major?
Hanging out, probably taking the boat out. Yeah,
Okay.
Same thing. Yeah, maybe.
With Tampa
Welcome to Apollo Beach.
Tampa has
Yeah,
a big gig
cool.
going
Yeah.
on. Tampa has
Yeah.
where's that? Is that over at Channel Side, Joe?
There's a big thing at Channel Side
Yeah,
for
there's a
fireworks.
big thing at
and
Channel Side.
Till 10 p.m. And I think it starts at 8, where the fireworks start
Yeah.
at 10. No,
fireworks
fireworks
start
start at
probably 10.
10 p.m.
Because it's still pretty light at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, right.
Actually, the
You know,
fireworks
the
start-
residual light.
The fireworks will start at 9 p.m.
Oh, there you go. Good.
So it's right when it starts to get dark. Because at sunset is about 8:15.
Yeah, 8:20.
8. Well, it was 8:20 last
Yeah,
week,
but
so
did
it's
you
probably
see
like
the
8:15.
color of the
The
sunset
color,
last
I
night
know.
was
I need to get out.
incredible.
I almost got it.
Incredible. I happened to go to Circles last night for dinner to celebrate a friend's engagement. And
Congratulations.
no,
Yeah,
not,
the sky's been great because of the rain
Don't congratulate
elsewhere,
me.
not the rain in our neighborhood.
What about the moon?
These
this morning?
fingers
Did you
are
see the moon
free.
this morning?
Yeah.
Were anybody up early enough to see the
man.
moon?
Me?
Yeah.
Was
Up
I-
early
Yeah.
enough.
I was up late enough to see the moon. Does
I
that
had my
count?
first cigar between 3 and 4.
All right.
So the
Taylor
fireworks,
doesn't
There's a lot
the
of things
fireworks
going
at
on.
Junipee Lane Riverfront Park, the official 250th celebration, runs from 4 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. It offers food trucks, a kids zone, a water ski show, a boat parade, and the fireworks display.
Awesome.
25th 250 celebration at the St. Pete Pier is going on. What else? Fireworks at Sarasota Bradenton, NBH. I mean, everywhere you turn. I mean, you
Listen.
can look up
Oh, and
anywhere and you'll see
actually-
fireworks. You see
You know,
fireworks
the
tonight.
cool thing about Apollo Beach
you
is
go-
we have like the biggest non-professional professional display in our town. It is such a huge patriotic
It's
event.
not amateur hour.
It
I mean,
is
these
not.
guys have experience.
They
years of
drop
blowing
serious
off
bucks. I
fireworks.
mean, I would normally spend around between $1,000 and $1,500 on mine, and I would preset them up with the mortars, mounted on boards, and then tape the fuses and stuff so I could light off like 10 or 12 at a time, and then have them reload. So it was a constant, 35, 40-minute show.
And we did burn our masks, so we had
So,
experience with that.
That
too.
is true.
We had
So-
a mask burning.
Yeah.
So if you're in the Clearwater area, Coachman Park on the 3rd and 4th of July, festivities will start at 5 p.m. every evening. The laser light show is actually going to be on July 3rd. and the
Laser.
Traditional fireworks will be at July 4th at 9:15 over the harbor. You can expect food trucks. Sorry, live
trucks.
A
music,
lot of food trucks. That seems to be a
What?
theme, man.
including performances by the Baycare Sound Symphony, which is amazing. There'll be street performers and a family zone if you want to be there.
Of course,
definitely.
The
There's not a
Shamrock.
shit ton of park. Oh, a crap ton of
yeah.
parking.
Shamrock's going to have something,
So
of course.
be aware.
I was
wherever
just
you
gonna
go
say.
over the 4th of July weekend. Try to get there early. Don't pile in as many people in your car as you can.
Oh, by the way, and the
less.
so the Apollo Beach Diner is closed this week. They're on
That's
vacation.
traditional weekday ticket.
They're traditional time. So Joel Meek
Okay.
will
now I
have
understand why they didn't answer for my takeout order.
yeah.
There
So
you go.
so
Got it.
so the diner. Well, Tuesday they're always closed on Tuesday, and so they're on vacation. But
It's like
Saturday is
Chick-fil-A.
our
I only go on
annual
Sunday.
Pop Tart
Giveaway.
So
We
you
need
can come
him on the
over. You
show.
can come over in the morning on a Saturday morning at the diner, and some of us will be there smoking cigars and enjoying a Pop-Tart. And Joel does it right, man. Meek Insurance, the guy is great. He'll actually have a little portable
toaster
gin set to power the toaster, so that he can toast your Pop-Tart, and you can have milk or chocolate milk
Did this
with your
start
Pop-Tart.
because the diner's closed and all these people showed up and were upset, and he's trying to solve a problem?
So
what great marketing, Joel Meek.
So it actually started
brilliant
years ago. So Joel Meek would talk about how to make a Pop-Tart when his wife was on vacation. And so Joel started.
Joel, I hate to tell you, but you stick it in the toaster and you get it out.
So Joel was doing cooking classes while his wife was on vacation. And those people that know
on how
Joel
to make
and
a Pop-Tart?
Irma is an unbelievable cook, right? If you can get food from Irma, it's awesome.
I have to
so
friend
Joel,
Irma now.
so Joel,
isn't she the sourdough?
she
baker?
does
Oh, no
sourdough,
shit.
but no,
Yeah.
she doesn't. It's just a hobby, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, but she likes it.
Yeah, but
and,
she makes amazing sourdough.
Oh, dude, amazing
Yeah.
stuff.
All right, I remember.
And all kind. I mean, her cooking is unbelievable. So when she was on vacation, Joel, as you know,
Made Pop-Tarts.
kind of our weather guy, was doing cooking classes on how to make mac and cheese from a box, how to cook Pop-Tarts in the toaster. You know, back when
Joel-
we were doing all our weather stuff on the closed group, right?
Joel, go for it.
Noodles and red sauce. We call that spaghetti.
So then when they were closed on a Tuesday, Joel showed up with a bunch of Pop-Tarts, and Tim Cooper was there, Lourdes' husband, who has since passed. And I just commented on the refresh to bring it up on the closed group a couple days ago, because Tim Cooper was hilarious. And so we would go, and Joel set up a booth and had shirts made with the diner's daughter as they were on vacation, but she wasn't. And he buys a bunch of Pop-Tarts and gives Pop-Tarts and milk and juice and stuff. And it's a hoot. It's a fun couple of hours. Saturday morning.
Dude, I think this is awesome. I've said forever.
And I'll probably go live on Facebook and stuff for it. But it's a funny thing. If
I'll
you're
grab a
bored, stop
Pop-Tart.
by for a Pop-Tart. It's just
Do they have
comical.
cinnamon?
I saw him.
Yeah,
giving-
he'll have like 15
I
different
love
A
flavors.
selection.
You
I
know,
saw him giving away last year, but I didn't realize the purpose behind it. So
it's because they're closed or on
Yeah, no, I think
vacation,
that's
and he sets
awesome.
up in front. And
I've
we're out
said
there.
forever, and someone's going to steal this idea, so be it, because I'm never going to do it because I don't have enough time. But I have said forever there should be a food truck that is Sunday chicken, and park your ass in Chick-fil-A on a Sunday, and you will
that's
sell
a great
chicken.
idea.
That is the only day I remember to go to Chick-fil-A when I'm out running errands, let's say,
Yeah.
or whatever.
So
and
are
I'm
they
like,
not open?
oh,
So I
No.
Chick-fil-A
so
is not
here's the
open
funny
on
thing.
Sundays.
I've never been to a Chick-fil-A.
all right, well,
You've never had
Well, I
indigestion.
don't do any fast food at all, ever. Unless I'm driving, then I'll go to Buc-ee's and get a sandwich.
You know what's good
on my-
about
on my
Chick-fil-A?
road.
Chick-fil-A's like
You eat- yeah,
I know.
it's-
I just don't do fast food.
but it's
ever.
great because you eat it, and 2 hours later you get to eat it again.
Yeah.
no, Chick-fil-A and
Chick-fil-A is
Chipotle are
awesome.
an
Just
upper
your belly's your
level
belly.
Yeah.
fast food.
I,
but
people talk about, but I don't. I think the last time I was at McDonald's was 30
Howard's
years ago
gambling.
or something.
Well,
just
they're not open on Sundays.
okay.
Their owners are
Because they're a
religious.
very
They
religious
they
company.
yes,
Yeah.
they are very religious, and so they believe that Sunday family you should be home with your family.
Correct.
And so and I always remember to go on Sunday. So I have always said I am going to open Sunday chicken food trucks and park them in every
Oh yeah.
Chick-fil-A, because
There is a lot
inevitably
of
people
people
pull in and
remember to
go,
go.
"Damn it!"
I will
won't let
say,
it
I will say, driving by a Chick-fil-A, whoever has mastered that drive-through line,
Oh my
Chick-fil-A.
God! it's freaking
Jesus.
awesome.
Oh,
they
man.
know how to do drive-through right.
You know, I have
dude,
to.
I will walk
they
through.
get 40 people through a 20.
I went-
Yeah.
There's one over there off of Big Bend
301?
over in 301, and you have to go by it to go by, was it Mandola's or what? One of the
Yeah,
places over
Mandola's.
there, and
Sprouts.
Sprouts and stuff. And so when you go by and you're like, wow, and then you just see how fast everything goes, and
It's
you're like,
so fast.
oh my god.
they have
you
one
know?
lane
So
dedicated for you to get it on your app and just go.
I will-
Starbucks needs to listen to them.
I will give a shout out to my Chicago-based company, Portillo's.
Yeah, they do it well
They-
too.
they-
They
great job,
they have
too.
taken
I've
a-
been there twice.
Drive-through,
with people.
excellent.
You should double that, but it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll go right now, dude.
Well,
You
and
know what,
both
next-
times, and they weren't
next
here.
time
They
I
were they were
bring
like
dinner-
in Indiana, where I was meeting somebody on the side of the. I was driving through, and they go, "Hey, let's."
You know
meet.
we
This
have a
is right
Portillo's
there.
in Brandon.
I know,
right?
I know. I've
right
never been
there.
there, but
Oh,
that's
it's
okay.
great.
Terrific.
It's actually
Yeah.
awesome.
They make
right,
magnificent
next
French
time-
fries.
We'll have to go there. We'll do
And
that.
what's that Sunday they have?
The chocolate,
That
the chocolate cake
deliciousness?
shake.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
and so by the way, I got to tell you
The
that
fat me wants
that creamery place next to Tampa Bay. So I'm going to pick up some stuff from Tampa
American
Bay Cake
Honey
Company,
Creamery
right?
ice cream. I was there the other
Did
day.
you see their ad? Okay, so I'm like, I might have to go there on like Friday for a milkshake thing, and then do the milkshake that thing on Saturday at the factory to support Mike and the people
yeah.
because they got a deal for 4th of July
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
they do.
milkshake factory, and
Delicious.
but that American Creamery, I'm like, oh man, that actually looks good. I haven't been there either. I'm like the worst because I just don't.
There's also some great deals
since
for
I got
July
sick.
4th
I
this
haven't
week,
seen
so
it.
Hold on.
There's
keep
While
your
we're
eyes
talking
on that.
American Creamery, can we record this and give
Sure.
this to Colleen, the owner?
You
Can
can
we
swing
please?
by for a daily flavor, 16 ounces for $2.50.
She started. She's been posting, and her
Can-
thing started. I think yesterday, the 29th, and then Tampa Bay Cake Company has Emily has a bunch of
I saw them.
special packs. So I'm gonna
I'm
pick
heading
up.
over there
I'm
tomorrow.
Oh, they have
gonna
the
pick
best
up some
macaroons
stuff.
ever.
And
This is not good for my diet.
you know, so it's funny when I was in Paris, I reviewed their macaroons versus Paris macaroons. When I was on the high speed train coming back out of Paris back to Strasbourg, and Emily's beat Paris, and people were complaining about the price, and it was $29 for
Each.
6 macaroons in Paris. So
It's crazy.
people
Some
were
of the things you
complaining.
see there, you're
people,
like,
people
what?
were complaining about the expense at Tampa Bay Cake Company.
No.
I'm like, I just paid $29 euro,
You brought some
which
to
is like
us.
40 some dollars. I brought you some from
Yeah,
Switzerland.
and
I
then-
brought you some from
and
Switzerland.
we divided
totally
each one.
different.
They're
Totally
this big,
different.
and we cut them 8 ways
Yeah.
because they were $30 a chunk.
Yeah, those were Luxembourgerlies. Now
They were different.
Luxembourgerlies.
That's a different
Yeah,
whole animal.
you can't compete in Tampa Bay with Luxembourgerlies from Springway
right.
in Switzerland.
I'm going to bring it
but
back
anyway.
to Apollo Beach.
But
in
let's
our
go back to
local
Apollo
area,
Beach. Yeah.
And I'm going to go back to what I wanted to say,
Sure it is.
which was, can we record this and send it to Colleen?
Possibly.
Who,
Well, you know what?
owns,
It is recorded,
right?
so
Who
she
owns
can see it.
American Honey Creamery? Can we please keep the cow pie ice cream? The flavor.
Cow
'Cause
pie?
They
What?
changed their.
Explain.
Oh,
It
boy.
is
Explain
vanilla.
it
So I'm not a big
to
chocolate.
Okay,
fan.
that sounds terrible, but go ahead.
No, it's amazing.
You're
What's
not
in
big on chocolate.
I'm not a big
butts.
chocolate fan,
I
but
feel a
it is
butts.
vanilla ice cream with chocolate pudding mixed into it.
Ooh.
And so you get some chocolate, but it's not uber chocolatey.
So it's like a pudding
and then
pop.
it has.
So,
Okay.
so I
Yes.
feel like we need to get
I don't
that
know what I'm
and
trying to
literally
So,
try it
let's
on.
have
the
our
We
own
show.
do. We
need to
do.
have
And
it.
we pay for our
And
samples.
we pay for it.
Yeah, we'll pay for that. So
But they
Colleen
do-
will do that.
They do
So-
seasonal things, and so I don't know how long that one's staying, but I really like it. So
All
I'd
right.
like to, a
So
public
we'll
shout
call
out.
Colleen to get that on there. And then
Yeah,
hey,
Colleen,
let's talk
if you're
about
listening,
so
call us.
so you brought it up and I saw that it's not 100% confirmed, but it's like 95% confirmed that we're going to have a Costco.
Yes.
They're
Okay.
There you go.
They have the
Listen,
option and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it
Can we
could still
cue
fall
the Disney
through.
music like dreams do come true?
Oh, there you go.
The
Well,
funny
hold
thing
on,
is
hold
we've
on.
been talking about this for like 4 or 5
I
years.
just got a message from Susan, my pal Susan, who's watching us on the show, and she heard about the Chick-fil-A thing.
Oh boy.
And apparently, Chick-fil-A has taken an option in front of Walmart on 41.
Yes, we heard that.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Apollo Beach is going to have a Chick-fil-A, but
a
not on
Chipotle.
Sunday. But not on Sunday.
But not on Sunday.
When
And
I-
I'll- and I'll
Over there
remember-
next to Wendy's.
Yes. I'll
And hey,
remember
I
to go
want
on
to
Sunday.
give a
chicken
shout out to
business.
Wendy's, okay? Because we went
They do a
there.
good job.
I have been to a Wendy's,
alma
and I
mater.
went there because Cheryl asked to come try it, and then I saw that Baconator, and then we had to take Stacy to the hospital, and she goes, "I want to eat before I go to the hospital because I'm going to probably be there
You
for
should
10
definitely have a
hours
baconator before you go to the hospital.
Well, she didn't. She had
You're
something
right.
else.
You're
She
gonna
had
die this
she had
morning.
something a little more healthy.
Go down, Marge.
She had a little more healthy. But if I'm going to sit in the hospital for 10 hours before they check her in,
I
I'm
need
gonna.
cholesterol.
I wanted a Baconator, but
You
Cheryl
wanted
has
to visit
done.
the,
Cheryl has done a
heart
great
division.
job
I'll be over
with
here,
the
Stacey.
community and
Yeah.
employing people, hiring people from Wendy's in the community and all that kind of stuff, and really looking at community first. So I wanted to give a shout out to Cheryl, the manager at Wendy's, there in front of Walmart and 41, just because it's so cool to have a franchise that comes in and puts community first, because we get a lot of franchises that if it's corporate run, et cetera, they don't look at community first.
No.
Okay.
Well, and
they'll
most-
advertise thinking that it is, but
Well, and
we,
most
we had a
managers don't want to
situation-
put themselves out there and be known, and she
yeah,
did before
and
they
she
even
did.
opened.
She reached out and said, "Hey, can we advertise? I want to hire people locally. I want to go through this." And And then people are like, "Oh, you can't place an ad on Saturday." No, man, it's a grand opening, and she asked permission, and they get
And
the
you rule the
privilege.
page, so
And it's my page,
Can I
so
ju- Can I
whatever.
just make a point about that? Finally, we run a bunch of pages. We do a lot of things for the community. Each page has its own rules. Please read the rules. But second of all, most importantly, we don't get paid for this. We're all cops. We have to have our discretion on what's allowed.
no, she's the trained cop.
What's allowed on a page. You know, on a page it has very, very strict rules. Some things, when they're community based or they're really trying to help an honest situation at a bad time, don't feel bad that your ad can't be done that day, guys. It will be okay. But when something's urgent or something that's good for the community, the rule can be broken a little bit.
Yeah,
when
just
we
ask.
Just ask. You know, we're not unapproachable, and
Pete,
and I
And
see
don't
people
fight with
and-
the admins. That is
Oh,
not a good way.
man.
Pete,
Do not fight with admins. It just
Pete,
doesn't make any
don't
sense.
fight with the admins.
Okay, Howard, we heard that.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody does have rules, but and we actually talk about this in several networking groups that I'm in. That find out what the rules are when you enter some of these pages, and then put it on your calendar. Like
and-
Tuesday is this day, and this day is this day, and then put it on your calendar.
Engage, right?
Right.
So
That's another thing,
I
too.
removed 11 ads today, where I'm like, who are these people? And I click, and I'm like, add, and as an admin, we could see their comments, we could see that they like
Last
this
time
post,
they-
right? So we could see if they like post or comment on post or whatever. And I'm like, okay, here's a lawn care business, and everything's an ad. Here's
Tuesday,
a handyman
Tuesday,
business, everything's
Tuesday,
an ad.
Tuesday.
Here's this, and I removed 11 people today, and I'm like,
See
and
ya.
people are like, well, today is ad day, and I'm like, dude, and you have to be active. You know,
Yeah, you
if
can't
you're not
just
going
be
to
here for an
comment, if
ad.
you're not going to engage, and they're like, well, I commented on 3 posts. Yeah, because you're a cleaning company, and people were looking for a cleaner, and you recommended yourself. Sorry, but that doesn't comment. You know, if you're going to post on here, and somebody goes, I'm looking for a mechanic, and the only thing you do is comment, I'm a mechanic, you know, here, you know, call us,
Text
we'll
me.
schedule, call it, and then
I
you post your
mean-
ad on Tuesdays.
And you
I
don't
get that.
See you,
but-
Jason. Sorry, man. I
mean-
love you,
They're
and I hope you
community
do
pages,
well.
though.
I
But
mean, I
but
get that.
I'm not gonna go through that.
But in all fairness, not every entrepreneur out there is a social media person.
You don't have to
And-
be a social media person, but if you're going to post an ad and then you're going to be upset at me for policing the rules, which, by the way, I did not make the rules in the closed group. When I made that group, I wanted it to be kind of like America, right? For the people, of the people. And so I posted, what do you guys want the rules to be? And everyone commented, and they go, only active people can post ads. You can't come and spray and pray. And then ads only on one day. And so we took a poll, what day? And people go, well, Tuesday, because Friday's this day, Monday's this day, Wednesday's on this group. So let's do Tuesday for the Apollo Beach group. And that's how all that stuff came. And same with the pet rehoming. People are like, it was out of control with, you know, I can't take care of my dog. I can't take this lost pet, this lost pet. And the same people would post 30, 50 times. So you'd see this lost dog 50 times, and people are like, we got to stop that and declutter it.
At the end of the day, whoever
Be courteous.
created the groups gets to decide how the groups
Yeah.
act. And if
Make
you
your
don't
own
like
group.
it, find a new group.
Make your own
Make
group.
your own.
You
But
get bothered
it
at
is
2 in
what
the
it
morning
is.
when someone messages you about why their post was taken down at 5:30 in the morning 2 days ago. And it's the most important thing in their life to find out right now why their post was taken down. Have some courtesy, people. Good morning.
Never.
Don't
you
be
know.
a shitty person
And,
today.
and by the way, and you know, people for whatever reason they get upset because I'm like, don't do it in the middle of the night, and then people are like, well, turn your damn phone off.
Really?
Okay.
It's my phone.
Oh, okay,
I
let me
get to
look. My
choose.
mom's 88.
Exactly.
She's had 2 heart surgeries in the last 4 months. My wife does chemo
Yeah, Jason.
twice a day. I don't have the
At
luxury of
the
shutting
end
my
of the-
phone off
at the end of
overnight.
the day,
Sorry,
I
I wish I
get that.
could.
Here's the thing. Here's the other thing. And I,
Oh,
we get-
dude, it's
and I
insane.
go back
It's
to this.
insane.
I'll go
You
back to
should
this.
see the fucking
Even-
messages.
Even as a realtor, we have boundaries. We set them. They're our phones, not yours. So whether it's we have a page or we have a business or we have something, you don't get to just tell us what to do because you don't like it. Guess what? No, you can be dismissed, and you will be at the end of the
Yep.
day. That's what can happen to you. Not always,
For-
but it is what can happen to you. If you're texting me at 2 in the morning, I can almost guarantee you, myself, I'm probably going to delete you, block you, do whatever. I am not going to
You're a psycho.
My cat wakes me up at 6. You're not waking me up at 2. I'm just telling you right off the bat.
Any final thoughts?
Don't wake me up at 2.
You know, hey, I got to say, as somebody, so my house, I put a lot of flags up.
Yeah.
And I installed red, white, and blue LEDs around the house and LED flags in the back. I got to say, I'm proud to be an American. I've had an incredible life that most people can't
Very
believe.
true.
I mean, it really is unbelievable, right? Everything I've done, people are like, you've done that? Yep. And I've been very blessed with that. And
we have opportunity here.
And it's an opportunity. And I've been to all these other countries, right? And
we have air conditioning. I'm just throwing that out.
Listen,
hey, man.
Listen to what everybody in Europe coming to America is saying. Hear it for yourself, guys.
Man.
We have it great here.
You know,
great.
You have to look and go, all right, no matter what political side you are on, you have to understand that America is great. And
you get the opportunity
you can't,
not to like
you know, you can go to the Middle East and be gay and be dead.
Correct.
Because they'll stone you. It is legal to murder a homosexual in a lot of these Muslim countries. Totally legal.
Did you
totally
see the
legal.
parade float?
Yeah.
Gays for Palestine.
And
you're going to die.
And you know, you look and go, these people, if you go there, you realize you're going to die. And you go to other countries and you don't have the freedoms that we have. Now, there's places that are free, but it still isn't the same. You know, I've spent a lot of time in Europe. I've spent a lot of time in third world countries. And, you know, I had a factory in China. I've been to China. I've been to Thailand. I've been to Korea.
Mr. Tail, welcome back.
And you look and go, all these places you don't have, you know, China doesn't have the internet like we have it. You know, it is controlled. And,
rolling blackouts.
And people don't realize this. And rolling blackouts.
Dirty water. Don't move to India. Go move to India. You'll be here in 2 days.
So my factory in China
is banned in places.
My factory in China, I had electricity on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday is when we had electricity at my factory. And the factory next door got Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So you had electricity, and then the next day you did all stuff that didn't require running the machines. You know, so you did the hand packing and all that kind of stuff. And people don't realize how good we have it here. You know, I mean, yeah, you're bitching about your Tico bill. At the same time, we have Tico. I have, you know, we have electricity.
They're lowering our Tico.
Yeah,
is lowering
I don't know. My
the bill,
$680 bill says no.
12%.
But
12% is 12%. I'll take it.
And then we have drinking water. Okay,
it's right here.
I
we can prove it.
I'll
drink it. It's
I have
brown.
friends. I have friends overseas that have to go to the well twice a day to pick up drinking water because the cost to have actual drinking water in their house is as much as the cost of their house. That's how expensive it is. And you can't, people can't comprehend that.
There are countries Howard and I have been to where the younger crew, and by younger I mean 30 and under. I'm not talking like, you know, young.
Yeah.
They know that it's probably not in their future to ever own a house. So as a realtor, it's really weird to hear somebody who's 27 years old say, yeah, I could never own a house just because it's not possible in their country. And they go and explain it. And it's still so unfathomable
out of their reach
to me
to own a home.
Because something as simple as, like, you know, what we do for a living.
99-year leases. They never own the home.
Right. Yeah. Never. That's so common. And it's very common in Europe. You know, you'll see houses $4 or $5 million. And it's just, and they don't have the financing. You know, here you can buy a house with like 3% or 5% down.
3 years.
You know, you get a couple years to finance a house, and you have to put like 30, 40, 50% down.
Right up.
You know,
I was shocked. My friend lives in England and she's from India. And the idea that she has to be in a 99-year lease and she's, you know, she's not going to own it ever.
No generational wealth passed on. Nothing like that. So please be happy you're an American.
Yes.
If not,
smoke your brisket, man.
Here's the
smoke your ribs and your pork and enjoy the fact that you can have pork.
But think about this. I mean,
Even if you're kosher.
think about this. We're sitting here with two entrepreneurs tonight that
Correct.
have those jobs because of the ability we have in this country.
Correct.
Right? If we weren't able to buy houses and move when we need to in the houses
Absolutely.
and downsize, upsize, all those things, you wouldn't have a job, Jessica, because no one's selling a house, right?
No one's cleaning a house to show it off.
Right. And
There's
no one's
people living
driving
their own
cars
filth.
because they can't afford them, and you don't need a
Right.
mobile mechanic. So
You
know,
don't need a realtor.
the point of this show is to push
Yep.
local entrepreneurs, and that is really truly the American dream, is to come here and have the ability to grow something and be a visionary and do something that's new.
Amen.
And the upside here is you're allowed to not agree, and
Right.
and no one's gonna put you in jail for it.
Yeah,
Right.
you're allowed to be independent. You're allowed to. I mean, how
I'm
many
okay with
people
people doing
lately have sat back and thought about something? I mean, the exciting thing for me is you look at these, late teens and 20-year-olds that look at the world differently than how all of us in this room do,
Absolutely.
right? And they see opportunities that we've passed by already and not
Mhm.
even thought of. And they look at
We're
what's
cooked.
happening out there and go, oh, but I see this niche and I can go do it, right? And they're making big money on it.
Oh, they're
Um,
amazing at it.
Right. And it's exciting to watch because they're finding ways to make money. I mean, when I lost my job in COVID, I did the same job for 26 years. I graduated college, I interned for them, I stayed for 26 years, and all of a sudden it was like poof, it was gone. And that whole industry was gone for a while. And
Right.
as a 40 something at the time, sat back and single mom, got to pay my mortgage and everything else, and went, oh my God, what am I going to do in the world? Right. And it's an overwhelming feeling to realize you can do anything, but you have no idea what to do. And everybody looking at you going, but you can, you're smart, your marketing, blah, blah, blah. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And the pressure of that was huge. But these kids
Right.
look at it with opportunity and are making businesses out of them that are so entrepreneur. So many of my son and his friends say, I will never work for anybody else. I will never sit behind a computer all day long. And I think
He
that's
gets it.
it's an exciting time.
And it's so beautiful for them.
It is
And I'm
good,
so
but that's
excited
what
for
but
it.
my point is that's what America's about.
Right.
Is that you
Agreed.
can go do that,
But
right?
you have to take the initiative to do that. The number of people that call me on a weekly basis, and I get calls on a weekly basis because of my
they want you to
background.
build it for them.
And they're like,
Do
hey,
it
I got an
for
idea and you
me.
do this and you do this and loan me the money for this or whatever.
Hey.
And they don't take the initiative, and
Right.
and it takes you have to be willing to put your foot forward and take that step. And sadly, that is such a small percentage of people. And that's why I love having people like you guys on the show and the other people
we've
on the
had
show.
kids. We've had your
is-
son
is-
and some other girls on the
is
show.
they take that step to go forward, and it's a huge risk, right? I mean, you got a corporate job at a dealership, whatever, and
scary.
you're gonna okay,
You
got
take out
insurance.
freaking
They
a
don't-
loan or whatever,
took
and
my
buy the
retirement.
van and
Yeah, but
go. I'm
if they
gonna
have no
go do
business,
this,
He still gets paid. It's a big jump,
right?
you
Right.
know.
That jump from being corporate and knowing you got a paycheck coming, knowing someone else is paying your insurance, knowing you got a 401k you're contributing to, all those things, right? The comfortability of that
Oh, huge.
is what I think holds so many people back.
And
When
I don't
you-
discount that at all.
But I think it's when you're old enough like us that we understand how important that is, right? I made this jump in my late 40s. I don't know how old you are, but
40s. Yep.
yeah. So I'm in my 50s now.
Stop,
I'm
Jason.
almost there.
Thanks for thinking I'm in my
almost
40s.
there, yeah.
Easy there.
But my point is, like, these kids are doing it at a young age when they don't have that responsibility to understand how important insurance is and how important a 401k is, right? And stuff. So I get that they're risk takers more than we are, right?
Right,
So
but they still have to
there's-
get up and go, and a
Right.
lot of kids.
You
but
still have to
there's-
do that, and then you don't. I look
But
at
there's so many people now in their 40s that are taking this jump.
right.
And so many that are succeeding, right? Because we're finding new different ways to do it. And so that's what's exciting, I think, about celebrating the upcoming 4th of July is
And
that
that's about America. America
we're not tied down
is
by
the
anybody.
innovation.
Agreed.
I love. So I have a house on Jekyll Island, and the history of Jekyll Island is unfathomable. People are like, "Why do you like Jekyll Island?" I like Jekyll Island because of history. Because at the turn of the previous century, in 1900, 1/4 of the world's wealth,
Correct.
1/4 of the world's wealth, was in residence at Jekyll Island. Right? You had the trains, right, and transportation. You had AT&T. You had oil, Rockefeller, which when you think about the Rockefeller and the
I don't
oil,
even know where Jekyll Island is.
it's between Jacksonville and Savannah.
All right.
And but it was the world's great. It became the most exclusive club in the mid 1800s. It was, you know, Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan,
Duran.
You had
He wishes.
Pulitzer, you know, the publishing company.
Bob Pulitzer.
The only people it really didn't have was Edison and Ford, and that's because no one liked those guys, so they went to Fort Myers.
Do we notice that everybody goes to Florida though?
Yeah. And so what happened is like the first transcontinental telephone call was made on Jekyll Island because Theodore Vail, who was in charge of AT&T, didn't feel well, so he didn't want to take his train back up to New York to make the call, so he had him run another 800 miles of cable. And the history of that is incredible. The Federal Reserve was created on Jekyll Island after the crash in 1929.
Wow.
The all of that innovation and everything powered America. And you look at the people, and I love that show on history, The Men Who Built America.
It's great.
Oh, it's a great show.
It's totally inaccurate from kind of a historical thing because these guys were all friends, but they were also enemies.
Of course.
You know,
enemies.
but they make them to be like total,
Tools.
you know, total enemies,
Yeah.
you know, for the TV show. But it shows the innovation. You know, Rockefeller was kerosene, right? I mean, he just wanted to sell some kerosene. He stumbled into a well and outside of Cleveland, Ohio, and was selling kerosene. Well, then as electricity started coming, he's like, man, people don't need kerosene to run their lamps anymore. And then he figured out he could use the throwaway from kerosene as gasoline to power
There you
the
go.
cars.
And then he got buddy with the car business.
But it just shows
everyone's
how innovation flows through to really create the world as we know it today. And I never thought technology would be where it is. You know, I was in it early, and I never thought that we'd see more power on a cell phone
It's happened so quick.
than in a server room. Yeah. In
Well, I think
15 years.
the two things that I'd say before we wrap up tonight. One, for our area here, we know we're a big boating town. And 4th of July is, you know, fireworks,
Be
and
safe.
drinking and
Be
barbecues
safe.
and have fun, enjoy it, be
I
safe.
don't want to hear
Get
sirens.
a designated
Um,
driver.
And you know, I think for me, when I think about how big this 4th of July is being 250, right? And people, this is time to step back and say, what do you love about being in America, right? And what have we done? And this is about being entrepreneurs. And I know Jessica listened to my podcast that I did with Milestone Title recently. And when I made that jump, one of the things that I made it for was because my son actually looked at me and said, Mom, if you're going to, if I had to put money down and bet on somebody, I'd bet on you. I wish you'd bet on yourself.
There
right.
you go.
So if you're thinking about being an entrepreneur, really think about what it is you want to do that you have a passion for, because you're going to spend a lot of time hustling and you're going to spend a lot of time doing it.
Agreed.
But bet on yourself, man. That is
Oh,
what
yeah.
America is about. Bet on yourself
You only
and
got
go
one
out and
shot.
give it everything you got. It's going to take 2, 3, 5 years, but bet on yourself for once, right? And that was what I was so scared of, to move from the corporate world to doing this. And you know, I'm so glad I did. And I see people doing things like what you're doing, and to watch Jessica's growth and what she's done with real estate photography to the point now of being able to confidently say no to people, even me.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that even though you say no, it's followed by, here's who I can recommend you for, or here's who can do it for you. You never say no without an answer and having a solution for them. So if you're thinking about being an entrepreneur, double down on yourself, but double down right, double down hard, and go do it. Because if you're only half in, don't do it. And,
Right.
and that's what I tell people all the time. If
And
you're
you
not
got-
all in, and that's why I went part time.
Sacrifice and make the sacrifice. You know, if you're going to
Don't
make that leap,
half-ass it.
man, freaking get a car that you can afford, not that you're making big ass payment. You know, if you're going to be, if you're going to make this jump and be strung out, it's
Yeah, I mean, I looked at my son.
Do
I'm like,
what's
dude,
right.
you're about to go to. I mean, it was 2 years ago now, and I was like, you're about to go to college, and we might be eating ramen noodles for 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're gonna do it, do it.
Do it.
And if you're gonna do it, stop wishing and take whatever sacrifices it might be, borrowing from your 401k, whatever it might be, but own it and go hard. And go make it work, because that's what being in America is all about.
absolutely.
Well, from Howard the Unknown Drummer, Angie Teo, want to thank Jason and Jessica for coming. Of course, Joanne Duran from Tampa Bay Sports and Entertainment Magazine, who's behind the board, making sure that you guys get everything that we need that we give you. If you'd
We
like to-
went way over, but we had fun.
if you'd like to come on the show, please reach out to one of us. We'd love to spotlight your business. If you have any questions for any of the guests that we have, we'll give you the information and you deal with them directly. Remember, we don't get paid for this. We are honest here, and we'll do anything we can to help you out. So from Howard the Unknown Drummer, good morning. Don't be a shitty person. Teo, Angie.
Good day.
Good
Happy
day.
4th of July.
Be good.
That's
Happy
it. Have a
Happy
great
4th,
July.
everybody.
America
Fourth. Happy
AF
birthday.
250. Enjoy it and be proud and own it.
Absolutely. Cool.
The Web Design Ninja is your one-stop shop for all things internet. Our dedicated team has been building internet solutions for businesses large and small since 1993. We specialize in creating eye-catching designs, search engine optimization,